everybody. In our previous session, we have discussed how to create a new React Native project and how to execute it. Okay, so this was output of our previous session. Okay, so in this session, we will just discuss how to display our own customized output on emulator. Okay, its meaning is, see here, if you instead of display of this default output, here if you want to display your own output, let us say hello world, then how to display it, that particular part we will discuss in detail in this particular session. Okay, now see, if you want to display your own customized output on emulator, then for that you need to create your own component. Okay, now if you want to create a component, then what are the steps that we have to follow? Those steps we will discuss in detail here. Okay, so let us create our own component. Okay, so if you want to create your own component, then always it is better to first create your own folder. Okay, so here I am going to create a folder that is components folder. Okay, you may give any name for that. Okay, so I am giving name for this particular folder as components folder. Okay, actually what is use of this component folder? In this component folder we will just do our own component. Okay, and what is use of component? Why to create our own component? Because here we have to display our own customized output. Okay, so once you create your own folder, then in that folder you have to create one file. Okay, so I am going to create one file. I am going to give name for that as suppose welcome. Okay, that file must be .js file. Okay, JavaScript file. So here I have created welcome.js file in component folder. Okay, now in this file actually we have to write a code to create our own component. Okay, now see, in React Native there are two different ways available by using what we can create our own component. Okay, first one is by using class and second one is by using function. Okay, now if you create your component using class, then that component is called as class component. Okay, and if you create your component by using function, then that component is called as functional component. Okay, so as far as this video is concerning, in this video we will just discuss how to create a class component. Okay, so if you want to create a class component, then here in this particular file you have to declare one class. Okay, so how to declare a class? We have to use give class. Okay, and then we have to give some name to our class. Okay, so I am going to give name for the class as welcome. Okay, now after declaration of this class and your class must be subclass of component class. Okay, so component class. Okay, now see here, this component class is an inbuilt class. Okay, whose definition is stored in React package. So if you are using this class here, then we have to import React package. Okay, so how to import React package? Here we have to write okay, then we have to import React. Okay, now React is a package which contain multiple classes in it. Okay, so out of that, from React package, which class we required here? That is component class we required. Okay, so from React, if you require only component, then here after writing React you can give comma. Okay, and in curly bracket you can write your class name. Okay, component. Okay, so what this will do, it will just import component class from React package, and React package definition is in React module. Okay, and then give semicolon. Okay, now see, after a declaration of this class, now we have to write some code in the body of this particular class. Okay, so here we have to write code in welcome class. Okay, now see, how to write code in the welcome class? You have to define one method that must be a render method. Okay, this is a method. Now if you go through the life cycle of React, okay, React component, then this render method will be called automatically when you access this particular component, welcome component. Okay, now this render method has to return your UI component. Okay, so within render function you have to write React. Okay, and this you have to write return, and this render method must return your UI component. Now what is our aim on emulator? Here we have to display hello world. Okay, so that is a string. So if you want to display string, then we have to use one inbuilt component, that is text component. Okay, Now this text, see, you can compare this with the HTML tags. Okay, it is like a HTML tag, but in React Native, this is called as component, and this is an inbuilt component. Okay, so this inbuilt component we are using here, so its definition is stored in React Native package. So though we are using this text component here in this particular file, we need to import it. Okay, so if you want to import text component, then how to write it? Here how to write import, and then which component we have to import? Text. Okay, as far as this example is concerning, and then its definition is stored in React Native module. Okay, so this text is a inbuilt component. Okay, why we use this? Because we have to display text here on emulator. Okay, so here what text we have to display? We have to display hello world. Okay, now see where we have stored this particular definition in welcome.js file. Okay, if you remember in my earlier session what I said, when you execute your React Native project, then the starting point of execution is index.js file. Okay, now see by default it is just calling app component. Okay, but now here in this example we have defined our own component. Okay, in welcome.js file, which component? Welcome component itself. This is a class component. Okay, now see we have to register this particular component, welcome component, with the app registry. Okay, if you remember in my last session I have already told you that app registry is a JavaScript starting point for execution of all React Native applications, mobile applications. Okay, and whatever component that you define in your program, those components has to register with this app registry. Okay, and how to register? For that we use this register component method of app register. Okay, now which component we create? Welcome component we create. Okay, so we have to register it. So for that, here see, here we have to write welcome. Now this time we don't want to call default component app. Instead of that, we have to call welcome. Okay, and where this welcome is stored? In component folder. So this welcome also we have to import. Now see, this import is related with our earlier app. Okay, that is a default component. But now we have created our own component, that is in welcome.js file. So we have to import it. Okay, so here we have to write import. Okay, and where it is stored? It is stored in. So here what we have done? We import a welcome.js file. Okay, and actually that welcome will be treated as component, so we register it with app registry using this method, because this time we have to execute a code from this particular file. Now when this statement is executed, its meaning is we have registered welcome component with app registry. Okay, then it will just come here. Okay, and it will just check for the default component. Here, as I said earlier, which method we are using here to create a component, that is class component method we have used. Okay, so which class component we have defined here? Welcome class component. Okay, but now this welcome class component which is declared in welcome.js file, we have to access it in index.js file. Means we have to access this welcome class component outside of this particular file. So if you want to access this particular welcome component outside of this particular file, then here see, you have to make that welcome component, this welcome class component, as public. And if you want to make that welcome class component as public, then we have to use here keyword export. Okay, and after export we have to use keyword default. Now see, if we save this particular program, then changes will be reflected. Okay, so see, we have got this output in emulator. Okay, so in this video we have discussed how to display our own customized output using class component. Okay, so if you find any difficulty in understanding any point, then you can ask your queries through comments. That's all for this session. Stay tuned for further updates. Thank you.